Horses are incredibly unique creatures. There are around 600 individual breeds of them in the world today, and although each horse is beautiful in its own way, there are some that really make you stop in your own tracks to admire just how gorgeous they are. From horses with unbelievable manes to those with feathers on their legs, and literally the Kim Kardashian of horses. Here are 25 of the most beautiful horses in the world. Make sure you stick around for number 1 if you want to see a real-life golden horse. Number 25. The Frisian. These Frisian horses are native to the Netherlands. You can easily spot one of these horses in a sea of others by looking at their rich, black coat and a thick mane to match. But they're not all aesthetics, they're incredibly strong too. In medieval times, Frisian horses were the ones that carried the kings and all of their belongings. They were the carriage horses, and even have a major role in the fact that the agriculture in that region flourished the way it did. What's crazy about this breed of horses is that even though there's plenty of them today, in the 20th century they almost went extinct. There were literally only 3 of them left. But by the time the Second World War ended, the breed had recovered, and today, thousands of them exist all around the world in all their glory. Number 24. Marwari Horse. The Marwari horse dates back to ancient India, specifically Punjab, which is located half in Pakistan and half in India now. They've got long, thin legs that just so happen to be very strong too, but the feature that really sets them apart are their curved ears. These horses have incredible hearing and can be directed to follow a sound far away. These were the horses that the royal families in India used to use, and because of the bond they formed with their humans, they were treated like part of the family too. They even had their own sets of jewelry that they wore every time they were out, acting like the cherry on top when it came to their overall beauty. Number 23. Lipizan. Although the Lipizan horse is known as the national horse of Slovenia, they weren't actually bred there. Instead, these horses come from Austria, specifically from one stud farm in the 16th century that created them. Today, they're the most well-known for being the beautiful light-colored horses used by the Spanish riding school of Vienna, where they learn how to perform advanced classical dressage. They go through intensive training to get there, and the results of the training are immaculate. Because these horses are very strong, smart, and athletic, they also participate in almost every horse event there is. But there's one thing about the Lipizan horse that most people don't really know. It's that even though the fully grown ones we see are light in color, they're born fully black. They slowly age to their light gray to white coloring by the time they become adults. Number 22. Arabian Horse. The Arabian horse breed is one of the oldest breeds to exist today. The first one being seen around 3000 BC. These beautiful horses have a distinct head shape, which is unlike any other. They also have a high tail carriage, making them look very poised and confident too. Not only are these horses beautiful on the outside, but on the inside too. They're one of the most gentle horse breeds that connects with humans and understands commands very well. Known to have a major willingness to please, makes them a horse that would do anything for its owner. Number 21. The Knapstrupper. The Knapstrupper is a beautiful horse breed. Their coat closely resembles that of Dalmatian dogs, which is pretty unique in itself. This horse breed originated in Denmark in the 19th century and are incredibly intelligent horses. They're so good at learning commands that they're widely used as circus horses to perform highly elaborate stunts. Their look is so unique that they were the main horses used in all of the Danish royal family ceremonies. This is a horse that's truly fit for a king. Number 20. The Fjord. The Fjord horse breed is fairly unique, both in the way it's built and its size. They're smaller than most horses, but still bigger than ponies, making them look like large ponies. They've got incredibly strong and muscular necks, and the rest of their bodies follow suit. These horses originated in Norway hundreds of years ago and are still one of the most popular breeds there. Mainly used as farm horses, they're known to be very intelligent and can learn patterns and responsibilities very quickly. Another unique factor about these horses is that they have dun coloring, which just gives them an angelic look, one that's really special to look at. Number 19. The Appaloosa. The Appaloosa is a horse that you will notice if it passes by you, but the beauty of this horse is the fact that each horse is totally unique. Known for their spotted pattern, these American horses come in all different types of colors and combinations. Their pattern is unique to them because it's not in one layer, but multiple layers on top of each other, each stemming from a different part of its lineage. But their coat isn't the only thing that sets them apart. They've also got striped hooves. They have great footing in mountainous areas, but usually tend to perform best in plain, open fields, where they're usually found today. Number 18. The Brumby.
Perfect.
While most of the horses we've mentioned on this list are specialized breeds, the Brumby isn't. These are the wild, free-roaming horses that are found in Australia. These are horses you see in movies that are roaming across giant plains, just letting their hair down and being free, and they look very beautiful as they do it. The Brumbies are also very responsive to training and are known to be able to form deep bonds with humans too, and are widely used as animals that work with troubled children. They're beautiful and good at heart. Number 17. The Oldenburg. These horses were first bred in the 17th century in Germany and have been dominating the horse game ever since. The thing that makes these horses the most special is their demeanor. They're also known as the most well-behaved horses that have ever existed. They have an incredibly pleasing personality. They strive to make their owners happy, and they do it with impeccable style. They're high jumpers, powerfully built, light on their feet, with thick bones and very high stamina. These horses could jump around for hours and not get tired.
Good girl. Go on. Good girl. Come on then.
Number 16. Shetland Pony. The first thought that everyone has when they see a Shetland pony is just how cute they are. That we can all agree on, and have beautiful, thick, deep coats and a lighter, flowy mane. To add to the overall cute factor, they've also got short, alert ears and wide-set eyes. But don't let their looks deceive you. They're also incredibly intelligent, gentle, and good-tempered. They're so smart around people that they're great with very small children too. Which is also why we often see these ponies working in commercial settings like fairs and other events. Number 15. Falabella. The Falabella is a miniature horse that looks like it's not even real. At their tallest, they stand at only 32 inches tall, but they generally grow to 28 to 30 inches. Their small size may seem like they're untrainable little animals, but that's far from the truth. They're actually highly intelligent and take to humans very well. They're very loyal and affectionate, and that makes them very easy to train. And seeing them fully trained, jumping over obstacles, is an incredible sight to see indeed. Number 14. Yakut Horse. Even though the common horses are seen in lush green fields, the Yakut horses proves that horses can be anywhere and still thrive. The Yakut horse is an Arctic horse and has a heavy coat and equally thick mane to help them stay warm in the harsh weather. They look a lot similar to the Shetland ponies, but they're fluffier. They have an incredibly docile personality and are very willing to learn, which makes them great horses to use around farms and under saddle and in carriages. No matter what these horses are doing, they make the scene look like it's out of a fairy tale. Number 13. The Spanish Norman. While most horses are either bred to work at farms or provide transport, the Spanish Norman has a very specific reason for existing, because of how good it is at sports. This is an incredibly agile horse and can kind of do anything they put their mind to. Whether it's jumping through elaborate obstacles or performing any other type of agility tricks, they can do it all with insanely impressive poise. Number 12. The Catria. Even though the Catria is mainly found in the Monte Catria in the Marche region of Italy, no one really knows where they originated from, but it's commonly thought that they're from somewhere in North Africa. These horses have very strong builds, and because most of them are still found in the wild, that strength comes in handy. They spend most of their time frolicking around in the wild. And that's what they're the most well known for, being beautiful horses that really represent being free. Number 11. The Comtois. When you think of strong, majestic horses, the Comtois is the horse that comes to mind. These thick boys are one of the strongest horses in the world, and they look like it too. Their thick bones and muscular build helps them look fabulous while they're at work, and they've always looked like that. Literally, these horses are ancient. They were first brought to France by the Germanic Burgundian tribe in the 4th century, and have been used ever since to hold the heaviest of cargo, like artillery supplies for the militaries of the different times. Today, they're still used as the key horses to carry heavy cargo, and they still manage to look amazing while they lug everything around.
Are you good?
You're so loud!
Number 10. The Morgan. While some horses are great because of the way they're built, others are special because of the way they are, like Morgans. Their lean bodies and regal posture sets them apart from most other horses, but they also have one distinct quality. They imprint on their humans. Morgans are the type of horses that pick their humans, and once they do, they'll do anything for them. They have an eagerness to please humans, and that combined with their overall look makes them one of the most popular horses that have ever existed. Number 9. The Menorquin. The Menorquin horse comes from Minorca, Spain, and is a horse that you might have seen even if you're not a major horse person. These horses are usually associated with the riding style called Ma Menorquina, also known as Menorcan dressage. Their specific build allows them to have a lot of added suspension, so the rider barely feels like they're on a horse. These horses only come in a variation of all black everything, so they pretty much look like glistening shadows galloping on the ground. A smooth horse, both in terms of its look and the ride. Number 8. The Shire. When it comes to massive horses, the Shire is the largest breed of horses that has ever been. They stand at 173 centimeters tall and can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. They've got what we call a coarse build. The hair on their legs is also different from that of most of the other horses. It's so different that it's literally called feathers. The feathers kind of cover their hooves and add to a very unique look, one that almost no other horse has. Number 7. The Hanoverian. The Hanoverian horses are inarguably one of the most sleek and beautiful horse breeds that ever exist around the world. Their powerful muscular bodies are covered with a gorgeous shiny coat, and their legs allow them to be one of the most agile horses that have ever existed. They used to be carriage horses in the past, but now are general riding horses instead. They're known as bold, sensible horses that are incredibly disciplined, making them a great horse to ride. Number 6. A Dutch Warmblood. The Dutch Warmblood is a fairly new breed of horses. They're a mix of the Gelderlander and the Groningen, and the breeders that made these made them to create the perfect horse. The Dutch Warmblood inherited the characteristics of both the breeds and ended up being very athletic horses. They have great, sloping shoulders with long legs that let them achieve longer strides than most horses. And their long necks and confident posture just makes them look like the perfect horse they were bred to be. Number 5. The Mustang. The Mustang horses are one of a kind. Their name literally translates to wild, masterless cattle, because the first of these horses escaped into the wild and multiplied, and today they roam freely across the grasslands of the US, being free and fabulous. If you want to look at horses in their rawest form, these are the ones for you. Watching them gallop across the fields is so satisfying that there are actual helicopter tours that overlook the horses in their natural habitat. Number 4. The Andalusian. The Andalusian is a Spanish horse dating back to the 15th century. Its breeding has been so limited and controlled that the horses today look exactly like they did back in the 15th century. These horses are strong with long, lean legs, but that's not what makes them so special. Their specialty is their thick, beautiful mane. Their mane is usually wavy or curly, which just adds to the whole dramatic look too, and also makes them one of the most sought-after horses for film and TV. Number 3. The Haflinger. The Haflinger is a horse breed that originates from the mountainous area of Haflinger, right between Austria and northern Italy. Most people admire these horses for their gorgeous chestnut coat and airy mane, but their beauty isn't all on the surface. They were originally bred to be the type of horse that could balance forestry and agriculture in the best way possible, and it's proven to do just that. They're also horses to drive and ride, and have very strong hooves and footing, which made them the perfect candidate to serve in the Austrian army. But they're not all muscles. They are also known to be gentle giants, and even take part in assisted therapy because they're so calm, gentle, and thoughtful. Number 2. The Gypsy. The Gypsy horses are massive, strong horses that can jump incredibly high and perform all types of stunts. And they do it while whipping their amazingly thick, smooth, and shiny mane around. But that's not all. They also have feathers on all 4 of their legs, just adding to the flowiness of these horses overall. Although they look like scary horses that are probably too proud of the way they look, they're actually very gentle and great with kids. Beautiful on the outside and in. Number 1. Ajateke. The Ajateke may be a horse you've seen before on the internet on forums of people wondering about how a horse can be this shiny. But that's just thanks to their coat. Where most hair shafts are opaque, the Ajateke's hair shafts have a transparent medulla, which makes them glisten in the sun. Even though they come in several colors, the most popular one is white gold. These horses hail from Turkmenistan and rarely exist outside of the country. Their beautiful coloring, coats, and manacets paired with the fact that these are strong horses that can ride for hundreds of miles without a problem. Alright, comment below which of these horses you think is the most beautiful horse in the world. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Forever Green, and we'll see you in the next one.